Ding, 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 ding. Woohoo! It's the new year, 2025. And, you're probably going, what's going to be different? Who cares at New Year? Come on. Shh, none of that. You know that idea you were thinking about, that business you were potentially going to start? That's possible with Shopify. The best time to start your business is right now, and Shopify makes it easy for you to get everything up and running and for you to make your first sale. Lickety-split-like. Established in 2025. It has a good ring, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 a month trial period over at shopify.com/super. All lowercase. Again, go to shopify.com/super and start selling with Shopify today. One more time, that is shopify.com/super.
Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Ʞᴏᴛ。
Soothe my throat with some Monster before we get started.
It's what the ancients used, before singing ceremonies. They would use the Monster energy to soothe the vocal cords.
When were we able to carbonate beverages?
I think when.
At what time?
Who came up with it?
Because it was magic when it happens. Like, what the fuck is happening in my mouth?
The first person that
get that shit out of my mouth.
It's like water.
I
would
remember
scare me.
The first time I had soda water. I remember it to this day because it traumatized me, Matthew. And you know what happens when you're traumatized? Your brain takes mental snapshots so that you remember. Unsafe. Oh, that's the way it works.
It's so you survive in the future. It remembers.
I was with my dad at Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
And fries?
And fries. Okay. And I go to the drink machine after ordering my bacon cheeseburger plain with regular fries. I wasn't a part of the Cajun crew until I probably moved to Los Angeles. I was still very just heavy vinegar, and it was like having Fisk's fries anytime I wanted, the State Fair fries. Well, I go over to the soda machine and I see the it says water and with the blue with the whatever text. So I go, ooh, I'm like, oh, I want some water, and then I close the little cup, so I'm not seeing like bubbles or nothing. Right. I'm not really thinking. I'm probably looking away. I'm probably on my phone.
Well, you don't even know it exists. So in your head, it's just, what else would it be? It's just water.
And all of a sudden, I go. And it legitimately surprised me. I think I went and spit a little out. I was like, at first I was like, oh my God, did I just get bad Sprite? That's what I thought it was. And I remember it because it wasn't what I was expecting. I wanted some nice,
refreshing, smooth water.
Just. My heart rate just. My dad came over and he held me and he was rocking me. And I was like,
you're on the floor.
You okay, son? Are you okay? And I was like, yes, Papa.
You're on the floor with all the peanut shells at Five Guys. I like the idea of kind of like in our in the Guys Get a Christmas Tree 6. There's a part when you fall into the hot tub and I pull you out of the water and I save you, and you are
from drowning, and you were very brave for that.
Thank you. But you were traumatized, and I'm imagining the same kind of face, like that kind of thing. Your dad's cradling you. It is scary. Carbonated beverages are.
But I was looking up
when.
Yeah.
Well, carbonation exists naturally in nature. There's a carbonated lake somewhere. Forgot where in the Middle East or something. But there's a lake that's just soda water.
The first carbonated beverage was created in 1767 by Joseph Priestley, an English chemist.
Okay.
Priestley discovered how to infuse water with carbon dioxide, replicating the effects of naturally carbonated mineral water.
Really? Yeah, okay, yeah, naturally carbonated mineral water. So I'm sure before the 17 whenever, there's some guy, he's probably some caveman out in the woods, and he's like, ooh, water, finally. I've been thirsty, and he goes and brings a little, bit of it to his mouth, and probably rocked his whole world.
Imagine the caveman that discovered mineral water.
Oh, if you thought you had...
Carbonated mineral water.
If you thought you had a bad experience, a traumatizing experience, you don't know anything as a caveman.
Well, I think we've talked before of how surprising it would be to, like, give a caveman, like, a can of Coke.
Because
he wouldn't even understand it's a drink. It'd be cold and, woo!
Oh, the temperature alone would be like something he's never experienced that in his life.
This red rock. That's what it. But then,
never seen anything that smooth.
It's like shaking. He goes, something's inside, and then he like hits it until he gets him in the face, and it attacks him, and he becomes angry and kills you. The dangers of time travel.
Probably. Like, if you had an interaction with a caveman, in your head, it's like, going back in time and giving a caveman something funny. It's like a cute, fun interaction, but in real life, if you are able to get past the first step of them not being, like, horrified of you and trying to defend themselves
from
you.
You're not being killed by the plant or wild, the what is it, the fauna and
the flora and the fauna.
Yeah.
If you can get past that first step, that's only half the battle, because any item you give them, they're not going to react positively to. Like a can of Coke, they're probably going to end up killing you, just because they are scared. And what does an animal do when it's scared?
It lashes out.
Mm-hmm. It kills.
It kills until the threat is neutralized.
Yep. That's what that animal brain is wired up to do. Luckily, you and I, our brains are evolved past that point, so we're able to assess threats and not go all the way off the deep end just for a tiny little thing. Some people's like that, but
do you remember the first you remember when you crossed that barrier from the deep end being somewhere where you could not venture to, and then all of a sudden break and free, going, I can just jump in there now? I can just go, like, just blow bubbles so you get to the bottom and just sit there and look up and be like, wow, I'm so far down?
Hated it.
What?
Terrifying.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I hated
no
that.
way.
No, dude, I was so, like, it's funny because just you bringing up, like, going to the deep end for the first time, it's so funny how your brain works, because it actually gave me, like, a flush of anxiety.
Well,
Even though now as a 28-year-old, it's like, obviously, like, there's no danger in the deep end for me, but my brain, those neurons are still connected in the same pathway as when I was a little kid and scared of the deep end, that I get a rush of anxiety just thinking about it.
I always thought there would be, like, a shark in there. That's why I would get anxious. I would legitimately get scared that, like, when I went down, and I'd swim and get out of the pool as fast as possible. Even when I was young in the shallow end, I was like, what if there's a shark just like right up, and I'd it's kind of like, when you were a kid at night, you'd like run to the bathroom kind of thing, like you'd close the door because
there could be a monster.
You're scared
waiting.
of the spirits of the monsters, the alligator under your bed, the monster in your closet,
or the monster in my hand right now. Cheers.
In our hands.
Right?
Cheers.
Audio
It's that same
listeners,
feeling. I tried to rush out of the pool because I thought there was a shark careening and speeding towards me. Almost like speeding in the sense of, like I've never ridden one, but what are they called? I've lost them. The wave racer, the
jet skis.
Jet skis. I don't know why I lost.
Ski-doo, as some people say.
Ski-doo,
on the West
yes.
Coast.
But it'd be like a shark in the place of that, with like all the water like zooming to me. I'd get out of there. I'd look behind me to check, and guess what? Every time, Matthew, no shark, because I was fast enough. That's how I think of it.
Not every time, people have died from it.
Sharks in the swimming pool.
You're lucky enough that every time you made it out, but there are poor, unfortunate souls that didn't make it out of the pool in time, and whoop.
But then, wait, you got to toy around with the high dive at one point too, right?
No, I never went swimming at a pool with a high dive.
Oh, there was a public pool I used to go to that had a high dive, and it was
the
most
anyway.
thrilling. Imagine being a middle schooler with a high dive. You wouldn't go off of that high dive?
So
I was scared as well, but dude, it's just like, I think peer pressure ultimately pushes
Yeah.
you to have. That's how I got over my fear of roller coasters.
And that's how I first tried crack, was peer pressure.
That is true.
I don't
mean,
regret it.
I mean, there's a lot of things to say about your mom, but I will say a lot of negative things for introducing you to crack.
I disagree, but that's a conversation that we can have another time. I never went swimming at a public pool with a high dive. It just like I never saw one. And if there was one, I don't think I would have done it because, honestly, dude, little Matthew, I was a pussy. I get it. The deep end of the pool. So I have this memory. When I learned how to swim, my mom sent me
the dream sound effect.
Yes,
yeah.
it's
Not
going-
dream sound effect. I wouldn't steal any of his sound effects.
No, and we'd be sued for that. They're great sound effects.
But like the
though.
classic, like woo.
Yeah, like it's right now. It's
You're picturing little Matthew.
right, and the edges of the screen are doing like a white vignette, and everything's kind of going
Exactly.
wavy.
Yep.
Just imagine, guys.
In case anyone wanted to animate this for some reason.
Okay, here we go. So here comes little Matthew is at the pool. And I'm being taught how to swim by a woman that my mom hired. She's giving her like $15 a lesson, being like, here, teach little Matthew how to swim. He's 5 years old now. He needs to learn how to swim. I don't know how old I was.
He's being made fun of at school. The kids are pointing and laughing at him,
Yep.
and he's wetting himself in fear and frustration due to the fact that he can't swim.
It's not important, not a necessary detail, but yes. Anyway.
The teachers too, and the principal was the worst out of all. Sorry, I think those details are important. It's not okay to bully children as a child, much less an adult. And the way you were treated at that school was shameful.
It is an important detail because I would wet myself, and that would mainly be why they'd make fun of me. But besides the fact, what this teacher would make me do when I was learning how to swim is I'd have to swim from one side of the pool to the other, without taking a breath. See, that was what was scary. She forced me to and go
Like hold you down.
No, dude, I have a specific memory, and my mom. I told this to her in recent years. She's like, "There's no way that happened, Matthew. Like that must have been a dream." I have a memory of this. And when you're a kid, I'm sure you do fabricate memories and then think they're real.
Things are a whole lot bigger to you as a kid.
Yes. I have a memory.
Literally and figuratively. Because you're small.
I have a memory of she's telling me to hold my breath, whatever, and I was being a little crybaby. I cried sometimes at these swimming lessons. Not a joke. I really would. And I have a memory of her dunking me under. Just like going, no. And like pushing me under. And I just remember like pure panic and terrifying feelings. I think what probably really was happening was there probably was at some point where she's like, come on, ready? Here we go. And then like kind of pushed me under a little bit, trying to get me to stop crying and to actually like follow her lead.
I just picture you talk to your sister about this, and it's like, remember that swimming coach is like, we never had a swimming coach. Mom taught us how to swim. And all of a sudden the face morphs in your memory. It's like, oh my God. Like your mom's just like brutally dunking you. Come on,
In the
bitch
bathtub,
boy.
Just
Or like, or as stepdad Jim would say, pussy boy.
in the pool.
In the pool.
Right? Wouldn't he call you pussy boy while you're in the pool?
Yep.
Yeah, see? So, I mean, a lot of pool memories that maybe...
I could be anywhere and he'd call me pussy boy. You know, pussy boy isn't regulated to pool slang.
Well, not anymore.
No.
At a time it was. It was specifically pool lingo. But I just have this memory. So, like, thinking of the deep end, I just get this flash of anxiety thinking about the deep end. Like, and just, it's scary. Still as an adult for some reason. I'm not scared of the deep end as an adult, but it's just funny how your brain works, how you brought that up, and it just actually gave me a little...
I told you one of my biggest fears, right?
Women?
Well, my second biggest fear. Jumping into a pool and going up and it's just glass.
Oh.
Or like stretchy plastic that barely stretches, like hard plastic where it's like, you can only get like... Because it's so stretched, it's actively pushing you down and forcing you down as you're trying to get breaths.
Get breasts?
Breaths.
Oh.
I know. It's my
It sounded like you said breasts.
It sounded like I said my third favorite thing.
Yeah.
Nice chicken breast in the morning.
You know?
Teriyaki.
And by
red
the way,
pepper flakes. Asparagus.
and, well, you should start cooking it more because you are getting sick a lot more frequently.
All
doing
in a
the whole
bowl
raw
of soy
thing.
milk. I think it's a good... It's like combining lunch and breakfast. I get them both out of the way.
Do what you want, but you need to start cooking the chicken because...
Do you cook your sushi? No.
Oh yeah, but okay, raw chicken's very different from raw fish.
Says who?
I don't want to get into this.
Do you know why? Are you an expert?
No, but I don't think you have to be an expert.
Then I don't think I need to listen to
chicken.
you if you're not an expert. So don't tell me what to do. America.
You've got a point. You've got a point. Being underwater and then coming up and boom, terrifying. I hate that.
Well, that happens in real life with
Ice?
fucking ice. Yeah, we've seen videos of that happening.
Oh my god,
because there's a current going on underneath.
People that like do the whole thing where they, it'll be like a sheet of ice and they're like, I'm gonna break a little hole right here and then I'm gonna swim under and come out this other hole. And don't play around with that. It's so scary because also like I'm pretty sure when you go in water that cold, like
It's a shock. You could freeze up due to
your brain's not thinking the same as when you're up above in the warmth of even if it's cold, it's still relatively warm compared to the water. And have you seen that video where one dude goes under and he can't find the hole?
You see him like trying to search for it, and his buddy's like,
panicking,
over here,
and his buddies
over
are
here.
trying to like show him where it is, and he makes it out at the end. He's like, oh, so stupid.
Not a lot of there's a lot of people who don't. Their lesson learned is their death.
Yeah,
they learn it as they are dying. They don't get as lucky as that guy is.
Ugh. And also when you're panicking in that moment, you're like your friends can be pointing you in the right way. You're probably not even paying attention. You're just trying to, in your own brain,
especially if you haven't practiced charades with this particular friend group in some time.
Right. They might just be bad at pointing you in the. I'm sorry I didn't invite you last time. We don't have to keep getting into it every single episode. I've already apologized. I talked about it privately. I will invite you next time I do charades. Okay? And also, it was me and Tucker's charade night, so I think the onus is on Tucker just about as much as me. Beside the fact, ice swimming...
Well, Tucker's not the owner of a YouTube channel and a millionaire, so he doesn't have as much responsibilities as you.
Well, he does have a YouTube channel, his gun channel, but...
Oh, true. Nothing but Tucker's Guns?
Yeah.
Weird channel.
Yeah,
Weird channel name. I don't think it's pulling people in.
I don't think he wants people to know it's him, though, because he doesn't show his face.
But still, he named it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people named
names
Tucker.
in it.
I don't know. I think it's more of a sexual thing for him. Like the polishing gun videos he does where he's like polishing the barrel and kind of like...
He does have the April Fool's video where he's like using sex toys as guns. Like he's reviewing it as if it's a real gun, and I think it's funny, but I think it was a little too on the nose for what he's actually doing in those gun videos that he does normally.
Or a little too on the groin, I guess you could say.
Exactly.
There's also there are a couple of videos on that channel. I don't know if he meant to upload. Maybe he was, because he uploads in bulk. He just selects a bunch of files, and there's a couple on there that I'm not sure if he knows that he uploaded it. The one where he's in drag.
Yeah,
in front of the mirror in his bedroom, and he's got the rifle.
Well, he's doing a 1-to-1 like recreation scene from what is it, The Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
So, but also, let's go to ad reads. I need to talk to you about something Tucker did. He stayed over last weekend, and I just wanted to run something.
Oh,
by
I
you.
thought that was off limits now. I thought he's not allowed to stay over anymore.
Well, he
has a curfew by law.
I woke up and I went out to get my morning monster, and there he was curled up on the carpet with Lego. So
Oh God.
Let's go to ads.
Okay.
I just want to talk about just because. Ding 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 ding! Woohoo! It's the new year, 2025, and you're probably going, what's gonna be different? Who cares at New Year? Come on, none of that. You know that idea you were thinking about, that business you were potentially gonna start? That's possible with Shopify. The best time to start your business is right now, and Shopify makes it easy for you to get everything up and running and for you to make your first sale. Lickety-split-like. Get your store up and running with thousands of templates that are just... You don't have to worry about coding, creating, or designing all of that stuff. These templates are there. All you have to do is drag and drop them. Drag and drop. It's that easy, which allows you to focus on more important things like, growing your business. With Shopify, your first sale might be a little closer than you think. Established in 2025. It has a good ring, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 a month trial period over at shopify.com/super. All lowercase. Again, go to shopify.com/super and start selling with Shopify today. One more time, that is shopify.com/super.
This television still works. You can see the news. The crime rate's reduced to 3%. Claricopters are efficient and swift. Who are they trying to fool? This pile of
Sorry,
trash.
I rarely have time to catch a Barry stream. So
Barry Kramer?
Out of sandcastles,
I thought that
the
was Barry
entire
Kramer.
nation.
I mean, I think everyone should give Barry some attention.
You can-
And that's why I'm giving him attention.
You could
right
stop
now.
it right now if you want.
Huh?
You can stop it. I love no, dude.
It's the playoffs. You always chose
Stop,
in
dude.
January.
Bro. He's
Hold on.
rolling out.
That offense
What is
does
this?
not. No chance. My guy will smoke them.
Did you not
Hold
see
on.
a reverse hurdle?
Sorry, I'm just picturing. So they listen to actual just ads and they blare their fucking phone audio for 30 seconds to a minute. Sorry, I'm creating the Reddit post in my head and in my heart. It's already made. Oh fuck! I'm so angry right now.
In my heart, the Reddit post is already made. You know, the thing is, Reddit is more of an of an idea than a. Do you want to go get another monster?
No, watch this.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, right.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
And to audio listeners, it did land. You know. Oh, geez, dude, you didn't press play on the.
No, I didn't.
And to audio listeners again, they
I
have no
told
clue
you
what
I was
happened.
being honest. I don't have much time to ever catch because we're working so hard. I don't have time to catch Barry's streams.
Also for those who are megheads who maybe weren't around for the
Who
Game
the fuck
Grumps
is this
era.
Barry guy?
Barry?
Oh, I can picture it now again. Just like so, they mention again. It's a bit where they mention a guy named Barry who apparently streams, and it's like, okay, I get it.
Definitely exists. Yeah, just another one of their little, figments of their imagination in the super megaverse. Barry is a real man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Barry
who loves sulfur.
Oh my God, he does. Which is fine to have a hyperfixation, I
Yeah.
think. Everyone kind of has their own hyperfixations to a degree. He has a hyperfixation on sulfur, the element, the chemical, the rock. And he does enjoy it just when people kind of surprise him with pictures of it on his socials or whatever. But
But they don't. It would just be rude if people were to tag us directly because we don't want to take credit for the general. Like we want him to think that like people
are thinking
out of
of
the
him.
kindness of their hearts and like without a push or a nudge are thinking about him just on a whim.
well, that's the thing too. Is like if people send him pictures of sulfur and go, "Oh, Matt, regards of Matt and Ryan," then where's the joy in that for him? Then he thinks that it's like, oh, people aren't just sending me pictures of sulfur because they're thinking about me. It's because they're
ordered to.
Yeah. So I think if people did, whenever they're listening to this, whether it's the week it comes out or months down the road or even years, 2027, 2028. 2027 is the year aliens make contact, by the way. But, I think we shouldn't even be mentioned. I think you should just keep it going.
Yeah.
Make them feel good.
What's that thing you do? Pass it along? Where you pay for someone's drive-through order or whatever.
The
fuck
Doug
it's
Doug
called.
Challenge?
That's not the Doug Doug Challenge.
Oh, I've been doing it wrong. Kindness. Pass it on. I know what you're talking about. What? Why
Doesn't
you,
it have a name?
Why are you smacking your lips at me? Why are you going?
I'm smacking my lips in thought.
Don't smack them in thought.
What? It's how am I supposed to start a thought bubble?
There we go.
Right?
Never mind. Now the thoughts are going. Yeah.
Right?
It like kickstarts the thoughts. Also, I would stop it, Ryan. What's it called? Misogyny? What is it called when
Misogyny?
you know this when people hate the sound of chewing?
Yeah, that's misogyny.
Yeah, I think so, right? Misogynia or something. It's when people have like the absolute like for the sound of chewing. I do have. Stop, dude. You got to stop.
Okay,
Because
I will.
I have that to a small degree. You're not going to stop.
You have a lot of things to a small degree,
Oh,
Watson.
fucking you! I walked right into it. I walked right into it.
He did.
I can't even be mad. And speaking of like mouth sounds, actually, we have been toying with an idea, guys, about switching up mics. maybe from these to the old classic Shure SM7Bs we used to use on the SuperMega Cast.
Because then it's not dependent on us
Right.
having to direction these microphones
And
to
also,
our mouths.
you're not going to get all the mic sounds. And also, something I have seen people say, which I have also noticed. Luke pointed it out. I've heard it. You get more mouth sounds for some reason, like with these. Like you can hear more. Maybe it's the compression on these mics, but you hear more of the. Stop it, dude. You hear more of the like saliva in our mouths while we're talking.
And there's a lot of saliva there.
There's a lot.
Some of it's yours, some of it's mine.
Overall, in the audio files, not in my mouth.
Yeah, it's like 50% Matt, 50% because we each.
Yeah. We speak 50. We actually have a contractual agreement that 50% of the words spoken in the podcast have to be mine and 50 yours. So at the end of each episode, we have to go back and
So that's
cut.
why you see that like a lot of Matt's conversations are cut down. Like sometimes they'll start with like, so I've been planting a lot, and then it'll just cut there. It's because we have to kind of cut down time from segments. Or
But
like,
I have been planting, and it's quite a lot.
planting's epic.
It is. Speaking of Epic, by the way, I won't
Epic Games?
Not Epic Games.
Kong's in Fortnite.
Who?
Kong is in Fortnite. Sorry, I thought you said Epic, and it made me think of Epic Games and the Epic Store that's attached to Epic Games. But Fortnite's a part of the
Kong.
Epic.
As in
King
Kong.
Kong and Godzilla.
King Kong and Godzilla. You've got to be yanking my cock right now.
I'm not. And they put Hatsune Miku. Did I do well?
Uh-huh.
They put
Hatsune Mike, but
I wish, dude.
this guy named Mike. I'll tell you, man. King Kong is a lot cooler than Hatsune Miku, in my humble opinion.
And well, he's in Fortnite with his big yellow hand. Remember the last movie we saw?
So it's that one with the big yellow hand.
Mm-hmm.
The big yellow hand was pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
The movie was.
What? I thought that we had a lot of fun. I mean, it's not like a great movie, but it's so.
No, I had fun.
But it was really fun.
Yeah.
It's like that's the type of blockbuster I pay for. Not this fucking. I don't know. A lot of Marvel stuff is kind of boring nowadays, or like
I agree.
The typical like Fast and Furious stuff. But this is a kind of a brainless action movie that was actually fun to watch.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
me.
you and Luke and Tucker, you guys will go see movies quite frequently, and I usually don't tag along just because I don't, I'm not huge into seeing movies I don't really care for. However, King Kong is like, when it's a fun movie, it's like, I know I'll go with the bros and I'll have some fun. I will have fun at a King Kong movie.
The Emoji Movie.
Another example. Yeah, I did tag along for that one. Tucker, it was his fourth viewing up to that point.
Well, he loved it. He thought it was a cinematic masterpiece, and he was always asking me after, how did they film this? I think he thought that they actually.
Yeah, he brought a lot of that up to me, and I thought he was doing a bit at first. He's like, no, seriously though, like, how did they film that?
Because
inside the phone.
There was one quote. He's like, because like I get it, the Lego Movie and Pixar, that's 3D animation, but like this, how did they do? Like they made it look like 3D, and I was like, it confused me, and I don't know what he meant by it.
Well, I know what I get. He thought it was. He thinks it's real, and I thought he was joking.
Does he
I'm like,
really?
Well, I kind of played along with his bit. I'm like, oh yeah, Tucker. They put the camera inside the phone. He was like, really? Are you serious? And I was like, I realized he was being serious, and then I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I kind of just I went with it, but then that was a mistake because then he called me later that night and he was just excited about the concept of so if they can put cameras inside phones now, and he started just talking all this kind of almost schizophrenic sounding nonsense. No
you think
offense.
he'd know about this because he's been messing with Tucker buys a lot of filming gadgets and stuff. He bought this one. It's kind of like a long kind of a see-through tube wire thing, and it's a camera that goes in your urethra that he'll send Matt and I clips from every now and then.
Yeah, it's a medical device, but he has fun with it nonetheless. I have asked him to stop sending those at least as frequently.
So I got it from a thrift shop. I was like, okay. it's probably an expensive thing to be able to get outright. So I guess I would understand wanting to look for a cheaper.
Yeah. And I mean, personally, I wouldn't use an item like that from a thrift shop, but you know how Tucker is.
Yeah.
He buys bowls and dishes and glasses from thrift shops and doesn't wash them before using them.
He's a man of the people, one could say. You know, that you could be described.
He's a communist, yeah. You know,
something like that. I'm something of a communist myself.
Yeah. Hey, I like that.
Willem Dafoe?
The Willem Dafoe meme.
In Spider-Man 1? Mm-hmm. Well, at the time, it was just Spider-Man. I wish they would revert, like, after making 2 and 3, they'd go back and just put the number 1 in front of the first film.
I wish. Well, okay, no,
well, Spy Kids 1.
This Christmas, the Christmas that just passed, when I uploaded Nathan's Christmas 6, I was like, shit, there's not a playlist yet for Nathan's Christmas albums. So I made one, and then I was looking at the 6 Nathan's Christmas albums, and I was bothered by the first one not having a number. It's like Nathan's Christmas full album, and then Nathan's Christmas 2, 3, 4.
That's the main one or something like that.
And I was contemplating. I was like, should I add 1? Should I add the number so it's Nathan's Christmas 1? But then I realized no one does that. Kind of sucks though, because
Home Alone 1.
I don't like it.
Well, Star Wars does it. Well, because it started out of order, but
but if it's episode 1,
oh, true,
that makes more sense when it's got episode in the name. If it's just 1, it's, like we had episode 1 of the podcast.
We did.
Well, actually, we didn't even call it episodes. Just SuperMega Show -001.
We were being slick with it.
Yeah, we were.
With the formatting of the title.
Oh, yes, we were. We were being real slick with it and quick-witted.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping you'd be quick-witted right there.
Quick with what?
yeah, there you go, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Those improv skills.
100%.
You were breaking the glass ceiling of comedy.
Like Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Just keep it going.
To some degree. I'm sure broke a glass ceiling of some sort.
Yeah, with his erection. Right?
He committed a crime, Matthew.
What, getting his rocks off?
He lied to the American people. Well, every president has lied to the American people.
Just Bill Clinton. Oh, the difference was he was under oath. He was embarrassed. The bro got a blowjob. He that's embarrassing.
He was. I like that's what it is. He was embarrassed that he got a blowjob because he didn't want people to think he was like gay or something. I like vagina. I would never want to know what a mouth feels like from anyone because everyone has mouths, including men,
which is gay. But I like the idea of that's really what spawned all of it. Like that's what led to his impeachment was everything because he thinks blowjobs inherently are gay because men also have mouths. Which
sounds like something like Bill Clinton would do. He'd sit there, say that, and then right afterwards go anyways, and they go on a big old saxophone.
Right, he busts.
Jazzophone.
Jazzophone.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah, which is cool. He like
it's my jazzophone.
It's my jazzophone I play on. It's cool. Very cool. Jazzophone is a cool sounding instrument name.
That's why he plays it.
I forgot that he does know how to play sax, and he knows how to play the clitoris too.
Come on.
I should have just said
pussy. We've done it. Yeah,
we're done with the bit.
Probably.
Okay. He's old. I'll leave him be. But have you ever had any interest in playing a brass or a woodwind?
I did at one point. I went for strings.
I'm sorry.
But it's just like for me, the whole I guess in my head, I was about to, in school when I was given the option.
Right.
To maybe do a percussive brass instrument.
To bang around with sticks or toot around on a horn.
Or to go on some I went with the horsehair and the strings.
Oh, it sounds bad at first.
Just because in my head I was like, I can't whistle, and I'm just afraid that I won't be able to blow right or figure it out, and
it's hard.
I can go and get there eventually, A violin by itself rarely ever sounds great.
No.
Unless you are trained. Even some trained people, whenever it gets on a certain angle, goes, I'm like, fuck.
I played violin too.
Not viola?
No, not viola. Which I always thought was smaller than a violin. Like, for some reason, I was like, oh, it's
sounds
viola,
like it would be.
Yeah, it's not. It's bigger. Which, fucking mind equals blown.
Bass and cello.
Mm-hmm.
Cello.
Yeah. In bass, by the way, but
Yeah.
there's no E at the end.
Okay.
Violin, I played, and I got to tell you something, man. I hated it.
There was a lot of moments I hated. Yeah, just that.
If you don't have
feeling.
enough rosin, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Rosin?
Rosin.
If you don't have enough rosin on the horse hairs.
You go.
Oh, dude, the fucking warm-up. Like, the few minutes of warm-up in violin class where you have all the other, like, dipshit kids around you just... And it's just a cacophony of...
And most kids aren't taking care of those things, so the bows eventually will have a lot of the hair just out, so there'll be like strands of it waving around.
Oh, yeah. And also,
frayed.
the fuck is up with violin? They don't have frets, so you just have to kind of guess where to put your fingers. Like a guitar has frets, so you know exactly where to put those bad boys. But violin, it's just fucking, anyone's guess.
But then every now and then, I will hear someone do like a violin solo, and I'm like, this is the most beautiful sound I have ever heard.
If you can...
Next to a mother or father giving birth.
It's funny you were saying that, because I was about to say baby crying is one of the most beautiful sounds I've ever heard. It's just like, you hear it and you're like, that's life.
Yeah.
Like on an airplane.
I could wake up to this every morning. And, I could wake up to this multiple times a day in 1 to 3 hour increments.
Would be awesome.
Probably more like 1 to 2.5 maybe.
Very beautiful.
God.
I love sitting next to a baby on a plane.
Little bundle of joy filled with piss, shit, and laughter.
Babies are disgusting. They always have
We should make a little
spit.
baby shirt filled with piss, shit, and laughter.
Ooh.
And sell it.
I like that. Wait, is the shirt filled with piss and shit and laughter? Or are you saying the shirt?
The baby is filled with piss,
Gotcha.
shit, and laughter.
Yeah, and I could see like megheads that are new parents, getting
It'll
that.
go with the Let's Play. I love Let's Plays bib.
Hey, I was waiting for it to happen. It finally happened. Someone posted a picture of their kid, of a real baby wearing our bib.
Good.
I was waiting for it.
I like it when people do it on their pets too.
Yeah.
because it's a nice little if you have a cat
Hey.
or a small dog.
I put one of the bibs on my dog. Here's a picture of it. Here's me and Basil. Basil's wearing the Let's Play bib, and people might be going, "Wait, you have a dog, Matt?"
What the hell?
It's my girlfriend's dog, but she lives with me. So the dog lives with me. So now he's kind of my dog. It's Basil. I love Basil. He's a good boy. He's such a fucking silly goofball.
A lot of energy, that boy.
He does have a lot of energy. And real quick, just shout out, speaking of my girlfriend or the dog, I don't know much of a difference.
One and the same in terms of smell. Well, I mean, you can't deny that.
No, I can't deny it. I was going to get all offended because that's what a good boyfriend should
Doesn't
do.
shower, just the shine you can see from a mile. Like, I see the shine. Like, I'm
A lot of
blinded
grease,
by the
yeah.
sun's reflection of the grease.
A lot of grease.
Yeah.
That's a personal preference, though. But
get it. Some
she knit me from hand this sweater. So this Super Mega logo sweater. It was a surprise, and it's very, very sweet. I love it very much, and she forced me to wear it.
I know she asked, please, 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 and then it's probably because there might be I think there's a tracking device in it.
Really? You're kidding, right? Oh, it's just a bit for the podcast.
With a microphone or something. So I'd be careful wearing that around, how loose you are with your lips, with your mouth lips, not your pussy lips.
I don't have pussy lips.
How beautiful Matt Watson's pussy lips could be.
Hypothetically, if I had pussy lips, they would probably be beautiful.
I'm imagining they would be.
Seriously, think about it.
'Cause
Like,
I
think
think-
about
'cause
what my pussy lips would look like.
Beautiful, as I said. I just had to close my eyes real quick. Instantly, beautiful pussy.
Guys at home, I want you to shut your eyes and imagine me with a pair of pussy lips. What do you see, guys?
For a nose.
No, don't picture that.
Got him!
You are committing thought crimes right now.
Now, send him your fan art of...
Don't do fan art of me with a pussy for a nose.
Or like when Matt tries to act like an artist that he really likes.
Stop it, dude. Don't. Dude, stop. I'll tell you something.
Cut it out, Luke.
No, you don't have to cut
No,
it
I'm
out,
joking.
Luke.
That was you.
That was me telling Luke to cut it out?
Well,
That was you telling Luke to cut it out.
Cut it out, Luke.
What the fuck is... Dude.
That was obviously you. There, you didn't get messed up then.
Audio listeners
So it
aren't
was
going to be
better.
able to fucking tell who's who.
They're not going to be able to tell who's who, bitch.
I'm not Jesse Pinkman, dude.
I'm not Jesse Pinkman, dude. I don't.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
All right.
All right.
How long are you going to do this for?
How long are you gonna do that? I don't know. I was thinking about just doing it for a while.
Yeah, well, actually, in my head, I was like, you could actually keep it up, and there would come a point where it's like not funny anymore. But then it does the whole the thing where it's not funny anymore because it goes on so long.
But then you do it so long it comes up. But I noticed that we have to actually ad reads. Sorry, I need a big Monster. They don't make regular cans, do they?
No. There's a lot of drinks, actually, that's really interesting. Like, if they made, like, Coke can-sized Monsters, just the 12 ounces, I think, right? What is this, 16? If I had to take a wild guess. Yep,
Matt,
16 fluid ounces.
If this is my third Monster today, how much caffeine is in my system?
600 milligrams. If you consumed, once that one's done, 600.
And what should the daily average, like 2 something?
No, FDA, their recommendation is to not surpass 400 milligrams. However, for me, I surpass 400 every single day.
Amen, sister.
But I do it because rules are made to be broken.
I said, Mr. Sister?
Mr. Sister. Hey, that's not a bad idea. That's a good like DJ name.
I missed her sister or Mr. Sister. You know, there's so many ways you can be creative with that title. The horizon is endless.
Mm-hmm. I love how creative you are, man. You have these creative juices inside your brain that just fucking spurt and fucking spray and splash everywhere. And I am lucky enough to be in the splash zone of those creative juices.
Bask in the juices I spray upon you.
You do. You spray creative juices everywhere.
I like when we're both spraying our creative juices, and then you get a melding of the juices that are just mixing and commingling.
Stinks.
Oh yeah, stinks nice and good.
Stinks good. Yeah. You had a good. You sprayed some creative juices earlier today. And I've been thinking about it because you...
Let's not say anything
concrete. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spoil anything. But you sprayed some of those classic McGee creative juices. And, I mean, normally your ideas are fantastic. But this one, I went, oh.
This one, you could physically see the light bulb above my head. Bright as hell.
And it lit up my face, and I went,
you probably
oh
thought
my
it was
God.
a halo at first.
I did. Well, my first thought was I got scared. I thought that it was like a light from a fixture that was like maybe hanging and was about to fall and hit you in the head. That's why I screamed for a second.
Yeah.
But then I realized, oh, he just has a good idea. I don't know. I just kind of...
Well, you know what they say. When Joseph first saw an angel, he screamed.
Ah! Is that... Did he scream?
No. I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, probably he did.
Yeah.
I mean...
Did Moses scream when a bush caught on fire, or God's voice went hello?
Probably.
Like where's the voice coming from? From what? Like all direction? Is it creepy? Is it in his head?
Pretty sure he was just tripping balls on some substance.
It's reefer madness, baby.
Dude, he was fucking smoking pot.
We've said this before. The burning bush, more like the burning Kush, more like burning some Kush. Moses Moses and the burning Kush.
There is actually a there's a theory that he was just on a psychedelic substance, and that was why the bush appeared to be on fire and was speaking to him. There's a lot of theories that a lot of that biblical stuff was psychedelics.
What?
I don't believe that. I think it was divine, like it was real stuff.
Okay,
obviously.
Divine intervention, you know?
Like I think when Joseph saw an angel, I think obviously it was a real angel.
God works in mysterious ways.
Yes, he does. Speaking of mysterious ways and God and stuff.
Sherlock Holmes?
No, I was not going to bring up Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. My bad.
I've had this weird feeling inside of me for a bit, like a month or two, and I don't know if you feel it too. Do you kind of have this weird feeling like everything's about to change in our reality? Like, dude, we're like just like we're on the
cusp of something big happening,
something big.
like the cusp of being a universe without an Incredible Hulk going into a universe.
Well, I don't want to be a part of that universe.
No, I don't. But you're saying like we're on the cusp of change, and that could be a big change. Because I don't think many people think of the ramifications of an Incredible Hulk smashing through their city or town. Even in the suburbs, it would wreak havoc. And it can jump. Have you seen how far an Incredible Hulk can jump, by the way?
Yes, I have. I mean, and that's what happens.
Looks like he's flying.
No, if I saw it, I would think he'd be able to fly 100%, and I would be terrified. Green Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Not Red Hulk. Okay.
I don't even want to... Dude, no... There is no horror that I can conceptualize that would be as unforgiving as Red Hulk being unleashed into our reality.
That's the consequence of gamma rays.
But you, what were you?
I was just gonna say I don't know.
We're on the cusp of change, like aliens being. Because you said
it's kind of
recently.
How I feel.
Do you want to share the news that you shared with me? Not in a Mormon sense.
No, I mean, my communications with higher beings is kind of my business, and I don't really want to get into
the
that.
Alien that wants to be known as Marge Simpson.
Which I said that name's already taken. So
I can upset.
I can spread like the word. I can let people know I'm in communication with a higher being. But
burned a laser through the width of a pin through my roof, and it scared the shit out of me. So yeah. I had to misspell Marge Simpson, but they don't know that.
But my writings will be out soon, where I channeled.
No, but there's an actual. Apparently, there's some real deal shit maybe about to be leaked.
We'll see.
Put out there.
Not leaked. Just shared.
Why? What? You seemed more excited talking to me.
Well,
you're not even saying what it is yet. I'm giving you the floor to talk about it.
Because by the time this comes out,
it'll have already happened. That's fine.
And maybe it was the real deal, or maybe I got my hopes up again for some alien shit that.
But this works as a good time capsule to show.
Yes. I just saw some reports that
Alex Jones and
yes.
Elon Musk.
They have
I'm kidding.
apparently had communications with extraterrestrials. No, there's a news outlet called News Nation, and they have a reporter named Ross Coulthart, and he's an Australian named Ross, kind of like our buddy Ross.
Oh, Donovan.
Yeah, and he covers all things like UAP, UFO related, and he is claiming that they have a very big report coming out tomorrow. By the way, as of the time of filming this, a report coming out where they have a whistleblower who was part of a UFO crash retrieval program, but here's the difference. He has video, and they're going to be showing the video from the UFO crash retrieval. Government ties and everything. And this guy has been speaking with Congress. So we'll see. They're hyping it up like this is like the real deal now, and it's not just a little blurry video of a dot in the sky. This is the first time. This is the real deal.
But in my head, I would love it to be like, oh my God, an alien's body in the wreckage. But in actuality, it's probably going to be more like that could be a drone. Could be something.
It's like nighttime, and it's from afar, and you probably just have some like bright lights, like lit up from a truck,
kind of reflecting on it, so you can't really get a good.
And it's like it's maybe some dudes like some kind of like machine picking up like a big piece of metal, and it's like, oh, see, it's the UFO, and it's like
we can't really tell what this is.
I like this stuff because it's fun to watch and follow. Do I think they're gonna share a video that will change the game? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, by the time this comes out, the world might know that we're not. They might know that there's an imposter among us.
We are not alone.
I don't think we are. But I also just have this kind of feeling that this year, something's.
I thought you said 2027.
Well, I feel like we're just humanity's on the cusp of.
Some aliens,
yeah. I feel like it's closer than ever. I feel like we're gonna know real soon.
Okay.
They're gonna come and make themselves known, and hopefully appoint me as some kind of, counselor ambassador.
Yeah. For like content like alien, like if they want to get into content creation.
Yeah, because like when extraterrestrials come for the first time to
and
Earth,
they do come.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But can you lay off the sexual jokes when it comes to these creatures.
Of course,
we
it
don't know.
was disrespectful, and I don't know what their culture finds funny or not funny.
They might find that very disrespectful.
Yeah,
and
they might find it completely, like, very respectful.
They might be a very sexually progressive and open, species of aliens, where sex is free and open for everybody.
And maybe sex is just something you just do in the street for fun, or just it's like nothing. It's like checking your mail. It's like, I'm gonna go have sex.
We're not talking about San Francisco, Ryan.
Okay, buddy. Or any other liberal city.
They do have sex in the streets.
Cucktown, USA.
I love Cucktown, dude. Cucktown fucking is a
got free tickets this weekend.
No shit. And you're just telling me this now.
Yep.
Were you going to tell me? Is this payback for the charades thing?
No, I have a ticket saved for you. I mean, there's someone in the wings that also would like to go, but it is reserved for you first and foremost.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'll go. Thanks for the invite.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just have...
It's in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. So
I just don't know
you were
if...
planning to go to Las Vegas this weekend without even mentioning it until what? It's Friday afternoon now.
I just know that there are a few warrants that make travel sometimes a little difficult.
Yeah.
So, like, if you couldn't make it, I can
You're
just
right.
give this ticket to that friend.
No, I didn't think about that.
But, like, the ticket is yours.
And I would have to
if
update
you could
the
go.
probation officer. And okay. No, I'm out.
I should just I could text the friend that they're... I'll do that after. I'll just...
Right?
Yeah. He's been doing a lot of good work.
I appreciate your honesty. We'll finish this after the podcast.
Honesty is next to godliness.
A lot of people, they kind of feel like we're on the cusp of something big. It's all. I'm just saying this. So when
You keep repeating, we're on the cusp.
we're on the cusp.
Just like
brother.
the new White Boy Summer.
Yeah,
2025 is the cusp of something.
the cusp of aliens making contact.
Okay.
No, we're no. I literally. I'm only saying this just because I saw a Reddit post where it was like, does anyone else feel like something big is about to happen? And all the replies were like, I've been feeling the same way, and so have a lot of people. So I just wanted to say it, so then if something big does happen, people can go like, holy shit, Matt said that on the podcast.
And so
so then I look like, I am some kind of like soothsayer.
Oh, okay. Got it. 100%.
I don't actually feel like
You are
anything
a
big's about to
soothsayer.
happen.
Whenever you say things, it soothes me, and
not what it
I'm
means.
guessing our audience as well.
It's not what it means.
That's what it means to me. It's how I feel.
That's all that matters.
It's my reality.
Your
You're
reality.
a soothsayer. You say soothing things to me.
Where did that term
You're
come
my
from?
soothsayer.
Soothsayer. Have you ever? I think you and I should, maybe for a video, we should go to a sidekick, and we should
Like Robin or...
yeah,
Okay.
very funny, dude. I
Come
said
on.
sidekick,
Okay.
not sidekick.
Whatever, dude. I was just having a little fun.
having
It's
some
like,
fun.
oh, forgive me. It's a comedy podcast.
It is. Fuck. Oh no.
I'm waiting for the comment. You sure about that?
Well,
Well, they've been watching this far into it, so they must have liked most of it.
can you guys
to
comment
a
that?
point.
Can you guys comment? Are you sure about that? Just to prove you've been watching it this far,
Yeah.
and also it helps with engagement. That's the real reason.
And could you say, thank you for providing another video without cursing, without nudity, and without presents? Because, we failed to bring you guys any presents, and that is on us, and that is our fault, and we will take the brunt of the responsibility for that. Granted, Luke also has access to the bank account, so he could have gotten you guys presents as well, but I'm not trying to throw him under the bus.
Luke's access to the bank account, I don't know what he does with his access to the bank account. I just trust him though. I don't check it.
It's worked in the past. It's working
Exactly.
now.
I don't really have any reason to want to check up on it. I trust him. He's a grown man, and grown men tend to be responsible, especially grown men. When it comes to having access to unlimited funds.
Or unlimited fun. Because unlimited funds gives you access
one and the
to
same.
unlimited fun.
But overall, I was just going to say that Luke could have got presents for the audience as well.
Yeah.
And
While it's our responsibility, he does have the avenue to
Yes.
help.
I
don't know.
He also could, just throwing this out there, have gotten presents for Christmas for you and I as friends and employers. It's like...
We got him a present. It wasn't shown, not even in the behind the scenes. We even showed it off, even a picture.
Are you talking about the Funko Pop?
Yeah.
We did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we posted the video on Patreon.
But I don't think the video has the Funko Pop in it, because originally in the video it was going to be a surprise at the end that we never got around to shooting.
I did take a picture of when you gave Luke the Funko Pop. He reacted. He was excited.
Did you put one of those pictures in?
Yes,
in that?
I took a picture of you taking a
good.
picture of him. I think
Because I took a few pictures as well, and I wasn't sure if any of those made it in.
yes.
Okay.
I took a picture of you and him, and,
Okay.
and he's holding the Funko Pop. He looks thrilled. But just zoom in on Luke. Go ahead and put that picture in.
Freddie Basketball.
Yeah, it's Freddie Basketball, the official mascot of basketball. So it did make it in the video, luckily.
Yeah.
But we got him a present. Unfortunately, did not return the favor. It's not required, of course. You know, I'm not gonna
Well,
hold
it's in
it
his
over
contract,
his head.
but like you're meaning from like a friend perspective, it's not like we don't expect a present.
From an employer perspective, this is very different.
Just contractually, we do. But like friendship wise, you don't have to get us a present,
Right.
But like as your boss, it's very disappointing and upsetting that we did not receive a Christmas present. It's plural, by the way, because we're two people, and you can't just get away with getting us one present and being like, "I gave SuperMega a present." You know what I mean?
It does not say you can give SuperMega. It says Matt and Ryan, and I know because we are a comedy duo that it's like you might see us as one unit.
Yeah.
No.
It disqualifies the good thoughts that were that existed with that present.
And I honestly, off the record, I've been struggling with this because this is the first time an employee of SuperMega has like broken contract of any sort, and I don't know how to handle it.
We can do what we normally do and just nothing.
Probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
I think might be the best way to go.
Just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
We don't want to. The waters are kind of calm right now.
I don't want to poke the bear.
Yeah. Or the waters.
Poking the bear sounds like I'm making an insult to Luke's appearance. That's not at all what I.
Or saying that he's a part of the gay community, in like the gay clubbing community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure bear is a gay clubbing term. I think it's just a gay term. It's like a big fuzzy gay man.
Luke is part of the gay clubbing community, so it's like.
Yeah. I like in terms of like the baby seals going out, and providing meat for the less fortunate.
And some people, they're against it. They think it's inhumane, but a man's got to make money.
You can't say humane without human.
Exactly.
Inhumane without human.
And we're making some incredible points. I just know Luke's sitting here editing me like, what? The last 15 minutes, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, if you love us talking about nonsense and doing this,
It felt like a fever dream. The last
something.
like 15 minutes of this podcast has just been a complete fever dream.
Well, if you enjoy that, you can enjoy even more of it, like 10, like 15 to 20, who knows how long. A little mini episode of this same thing uploaded to our Patreon called the SuperMinicast. No, Super Mini Show. I'm sorry.
The second
Bleep it out.
The second you started saying Super Mini,
no.
I was like, don't say cast, don't say cast, don't say cast. And
Well, it's in my blood at this point. We did that show for so long, Matthew. Can you blame me?
The other day
You can't blame me.
We were out at the whiteboard calendar, and you were writing on the whiteboard. And we were talking about recording and plans, and you said we got to record a SuperMega cast, and you kept talking. I didn't have the heart to stop you in your tracks and say SuperMega show.
I apologize.
But
that's not all we have on the Patreon. We have behind the scenes and little updates, as well as another show called Uncle Sleepover, where Matt and I watch movies together and commentate over them.
And you get to watch them with us, like you're having a sleepover with your uncles. The fun kind.
We also have, actually, I won't announce that. I'll lend it over to the sticker man himself.
Luke?
That's you, buddy.
Oh, okay. I'm sure Luke's heart dropped for a moment, being like, "No, not more. Please, not more stuff for me to do."
No. I would not. I don't trust Luke with talking about stickers.
Absolutely not. He's very biased. Stickers. If you see these names on screen right now, these are all names of our producers and executive producers. You can get your name in every new episode, and you also get stickers in the mail every single month. Look at this month's stickers. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they just gorgeous?
Yes.
I know. They're very high-quality stickers. No one does Sticker Club like the Funny Brothers. I'll tell you, you get a collectible little envelope in the mail that we worked hard on, and you get high-quality stickers, multiple.
Except for the Sticker Brothers, but
I don't want to talk
It's
about
in-
Sticker Brothers.
Yeah.
Sticker Brothers are fuck those guys just for multiple reasons, but especially the sticker competition.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Until we see you next time.
I do actually have a half brother. That is not a bit. I've never met him. I FaceTimed him. A little bit of this.
A little bit of that.
Started with a kiss,
Okay, so you FaceTimed and you were masturbating with your half brother.
which is not weird because he's a half brother. If it was
Okay,
a full brother,
sure.
it would be weird.
Okay, yeah.